don't really do sensationalism. I'm not one of these people that's going to say, oh, my boat's leaking. There's a drip coming down from the mushroom vent. Or my boat's sinking. There's a little bit of water in the bilge. So what? That's boat life. But there are things that really frustrate me on this narrowboat. And if you're into sensationalism, then just fast forward to the end, because that's where all the gripes I've got, or the main one gripe actually I've got about living on a narrowboat. But that's only my point of view. So if you're interested in narrowboating or life on a narrowboat, then watch it from the beginning to the end, because there's all sorts of stuff going on. I'll talk to you about all sorts of stuff, to be honest. So, well, get on with it, Chris. Run the VT. Pre-move checks. I haven't gone through these yet on my channel, but I do pre-move. If BF's before and AF's after use check. So BF's, I kind of generally clean the boat on a BF. Clean the hob. I've taken the wee bottle out of the toilet. I've filled it up with hot water and put some Milton tablets in there to disinfect the wee thing. I do that because it keeps it, well, clean. So as the kitchen service, that's a new addition. I went to IKEA to buy that. Been a bit of a lifesaver actually. I can even allow my drying up to drain a little bit. I'm not so fastidious about keeping that dry, although I do keep it dry. Oh, I have swept the chimney. Final, so I do that on a BF. What else do I do? Put everything on charge that needs charging, because I'm going to be running the engine for some time, so I might as well have free electricity. So again, that's what I'm doing. And engine. I check the engine before I leave and I check the engine after I leave, and the reasons why I do that is before I leave is to make sure there's no leaks, and make sure, because I don't have a stern gland, I have a water glandy type thing, but it needs valves to be put in the right direction. And there have been occasions, very few occasions, but there have been occasions when those valves have been knocked. And what I don't want to do is to knock them in the off position, not do my BFs, and then they're in off position, and then that whole water gland thing breaks. So I don't want that to happen. So that's one of those things that I am mindful of, as well as checking the oil. And on an AF, well, I make sure there's been no leaks throughout the week, or throughout the journey, should I say, and all that kind of stuff. So if there is a leak of some sort, then I've got a couple of weeks to sort things out before it gets a little bit, and you do your BFs, or if you don't do them at all, and then your engine breaks, and you think, well, why is that then? Well, there's no oil in it because it's been leaking, mate. So all those sort of things, military if you like, they are, because I spent my early days on CVRT. These are the little things that have been drummed into me. CVRT, Combat Vehicle Reconnaissance Tract. Oh yes, so I'm going to refuel with water, and also I need to, because AJ Canopies said to me, what you need to do every time you're on a water point is spray the roof. And because the amount of pollen falling, it's very dusty, and that's how you get the green effect. That's how stuff starts growing on your canopy. So I need to spray the canopy, so I need to get the right hoses, nozzles and all that stuff out ready. The bike's on the bike rack, and when I go through the locks, it extends the boat by another 2 foot, so I need to collapse the bike rack so it is within the boundaries of my button thing there on the back. So that's an additional thing I have to do, whereas I didn't have to do it in the winter because the bike was inside the drying room, staying dry. I've set the lock and cheeky, I know, I've done it before. I normally do it at 7 o'clock. It's 5 to 9, so it's a little bit later. See this here? This is a CRT boat, and they've obviously put this rubbish in there, and people are just dumping rubbish now. It's now, I see this here, that wasn't, in fact that wasn't in here last night, and nor was that chair. People are just dumping their rubbish in there now. I suspect it's the boating community, but CRT, empty your boats, fellas, eh? Because that's going to get filled up, or maybe that's what you expect. Therefore, you leave it there for people to put rubbish in. I don't know. It's for stuff that's been dragged out the canal. But if you're going to leave a thing like that on primary mooring spots, well, people are going to take advantage of you, aren't they? It's a shame that people do, but why is that on a primary mooring spot? And do you, CRT, behave by your same rules as having to move the boat on every 2 weeks? You make the rules, but you don't live by them. Maybe that's a bit harsh. I mean, see here, great mooring spot for that type of boat, because you can't put things in the bin, in the hold. Yes, okay, boats come by too fast and your pins will be pulled out really quickly, but that's the life of a boater. Now, overcast day. So in many respects, whilst yesterday, which was baking hot, sun out all day, meant I got the solar all day. And today, needing to move, overcast. See, if I moved yesterday, I would have missed the solar today. Solar yesterday, moved today, engine power creates battery power. Job done. Bobby Dazzler, as they say. I've also changed the way I do my brasses. My, what do they call them, mushroom vents. I got fed up with doing them. I'll be honest, it was a proper chore. Some people say, oh, doing your brasses is an act of love. No, is it not? No, not a chance. It's a chore, I can tell you. One a day. That's what I'm doing from now on, because then each brass gets a good going over once a week. Whereas I used to leave it 3 weeks. I mean, I tried to do it every 2 weeks. My intention when I bought the boat, oh, don't worry about it. I said to Mark, I'll do them brasses. I've done brasses for years. No, not like this. Not like this. It's a proper pain in the backside, it is.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the rollout? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree.
Now, since I've been here, I've always managed to travel with somebody. So at the moment, there's a nice young lady on that boat, and she waited for me at the lock. Nice, I met her at the water point. Lovely. Very chatty, very pleasant. So I'm not sure how far, she's not going that far down. However, in a minute we're going to go past a film set. It's a proper wicked film set. I mean, there's scaffolding all around the outside. They've built a little village, but it's for the film set of Wicked. I didn't know there was such a thing, but there is. and it's here. Now I don't think it's opened yet, but you've got loads of cranes, you've got scaffolding, you've got village. I'll show you. Proper good it is, proper good. And the detail, I can honestly say that whatever it's wicked thing is going to cost a few quid to set up. So the producers produce clearly, but then you've got the people that build the set, who funds it, all the materials that go along with that. Then you've got the lighting, which is what all these cranes are for, and you've got the softbox, the massive lights with a softbox over the top. Oh, fantastic. So this is Ivanhoe we are at. So that young lady, I had a chat with her in a lock. I said to her, what do you do for a job? She goes, I'm a university lecturer. I said, oh, okay. What do you lecture in? Circus arts. What? Circus arts? Is there like... Yeah, she said about 24 to 30 people a year. Wow. I mean, now, I wondered what she does. I said to her, what do you do then? She goes, well, I don't do trapeze, I don't do sword swallowing, but she does all the gymnastic-y type stuff, the high rings, the juggling, all that sort of, and she's just been on the Nike advert, she said. But I didn't realise they did circus arts at university. I don't know which university. It may not be Oxford or Cambridge. I don't know what else to say. Look at all them fluffy duckies.
And it's okay to slow the ride. Discover books I forget about. And who care for the world now? Rest with me. Close the curtains. Brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me. Take my hand and lead even when I disagree.
That'll make a good time lapse. Might have to get up early tomorrow. Weather's turning. It's a nice weather. And I'm going out this morning to take a photo of a windmill. Beautiful.
Bring my hills in my bed.
Ooh. That looks lovely. I need to get my camera out. And then if I get my camera out, I'm going to miss what I want from that windmill. I'm not sure. Let's get a grip.
Even when I disagree, rest with me. Close the curtain, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me.
One-handed cycling.
Take my hand and lead even when I disagree.
On a rickety, rackety towpath is quite hard work because there's not a lot of flexibility. I mean, if I go one way, I'm in the hedge, and the other way, I get a drink, and not the type of drink I want. Plus, all my camera gear gets wet.
Reach out for me. Take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Rest with me.
Over the Humphrey Back Bridge.
Brew some
I'm walking back. Nightmare. When did I pick that up? Well, I'll get my 10,000 steps in, don't I? Oh, I don't know. Never mind, tomorrow, another opportunity. I've got the right ump. I have. Proper. It's proper giving me a hard time, this. And that is, I know somewhere on this boat is puncture repair outfit. I don't know where it is. Now, it's not the end of the world, because I have another inner tube. But with my puncture repair outfit is all the Allen keys I need to take the wheel off. And it's on the boat somewhere, and I've got the right ump because I don't know where. I've had that locker open. Oh look, but I found my knee pads because I need to do some work. I've had that locker. I've been in the engine bay. Do other people do this? You know it's somewhere, and I did it in the house, but I knew in the house roughly where it would be. I can't class myself new to boating, but I'm still new in this machine, boat floaty thing, because I put things down and I don't put them back, or where I put them didn't make sense. So I moved it. Now I knew where it was. And it wasn't in the most ideal place, so I think I've moved it to somewhere more ideal. So ideal. Well, maybe not. I can't find it. It's proper doing me in. I get frustrated with myself because I think this happens whether it's old age, and I've got a bit of an age concern. I don't know. I lose my glasses, I lose my headphones, and I need a pair of glasses to find my glasses, and I lose all sorts of stuff on it. And it's only, it's 66 foot, isn't it? And 6 foot across. Can't be too hard to find. But there's so many little nooks and crannies that I use spaces for to maximise space. It's proper doing me in.
Some herbal tea. Reach out for me. Oh, and take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Rest sweet me. Close the curtain. Brew some herbal tea.
See, the trouble is, sensationalism works, doesn't it? I mean, the press do it all the time. Try and make a catchy, glitchy part of the title to get you to watch it. So, I'm not knocking those people that do it, but I just don't like it. And I'm trying hard not to sensationalise my life, because actually I don't think it's worth sensationalising it, because it's just a normal life. And the only thing I do different, I live on a narrowboat. And that's it, really. I don't know. I'm trying, but I might succumb to a little bit of sensationalism. Only in the title. I don't know. It's difficult. But anyway, for those of you that have viewed all the way through, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, give it a go, because I do stuff that's not sensationalism, and I tell my story living on a narrowboat, and sometimes there's cooking, sometimes there's an interview. I'm planning to do an interview with a young lady, well, maybe not so young because she's older than me, but she's got a life, she's got a story to tell, and I'm hoping she's going to allow me to have a chat with her on camera. She was quite excited about it when I set the tone with her. Oh, why don't we do this, or no, why don't we do that? She's got a great story. So that's I look forward to. So you can look forward to next week. Ciao, Papa.